Coverage of the Bank of America Oklahoma Challenge Championship weekend on StallionEsearch.com is sponsored by the brilliantly bred sire Stray Cat, standing at Oklahoma Equine Hospital in Washington, Oklahoma.
On this segment, we are handicapping and looking at the Grade 3 Zoetis Remington Distance Challenge contenders, starting with the fastest qualifier, CJS Rock Solid, out of the barn of conditioner Tammy Johnson, who has drawn the 7-hole in the finals in the Grade 3 870-yard event. He's seen here throttling his rivals under a vigorous ride to the wire by Ricardo Aguilar, hitting the wire in a time of 44.990 for the 870-yard trial, giving the 5-year-old gelding a 101 speed index for the effort. This race was his third start this racing season, with 2 lackluster performances in 2 stakes races at Remington Park. My assessment of him, he will have to overcome the outside post, and he will have to overcome it with 2 speedsters along the rail, Wahoo and Painted Josie. Now over to StallionEsearch.com's contributing writer and handicapper Michael Cusertelli as he discusses last year's AQHA champion distance horse, Wahoo.
You know, I really like Wahoo's chances in this race. If you look at his record, really, with the exception of that unfortunate incident in the Challenge Championship last year, you know, he hasn't really run a bad race the last 2 years. He's coming off of a nice win in his trial. The race before that, he was second to a very solid 870 horse in Emperor Valerian in the Pauls Valley handicap. And of course, last year he was the champion distance horse. He loves this distance, this 870 distance. He loves Remington Park. He hasn't missed the trifecta in 10 starts there, and so I think he's got a really good chance to score another graded stakes win on Sunday.
Introducing the brilliantly bred Grade 3 stakes winning sire, Stray Cat, by one of the greatest thoroughbred sires of all time, Stormcat, out of a first down dash mare named Your First Moon, an August 24, 2012 maiden race at Ruidoso Downs, going 350 yards.
Good break from all. Good speed from the outside for Speed, the Special Express. Stray Cat came away fast with Gonna Dash. At the inside is Diego Rivera, and then we have Wired 220. It's Stray Cat. Here comes Wired 220 with a late run. Stray Cat's gonna beat Wired 220, and then either Gonna Dash.
Stray Cat struts away from the field to win convincingly in this maiden victory for trainer Paul Jones. Now on to the Grade 3 Remington Park Distance Challenge on May 12th of 2013.
They're off in the Red Cell Remington Park Distance Challenge. Shuffled back, My Bandera Beauty, Stray Cat, also out of that. SRD Bob hugging that rail, puts the nose on the front. Emperor Valerian is right there with the Passamaquoddy, sweeping 4 wide into the turn. That's DM streaking through fire, chased 5th wide is Doc's Dusty Okie. Now Stray Cat 6th, finds a pocket to run through, and is coming on strongly with Apollo Rocks, both looking for room at the quarter pole. Flying Fish is next, and last, My Bandera Beauty. Emperor Valerian strikes the top of the stretch on the lead by a length. My Bandera Beauty still well back, but now starting to move outside. DM streaking through fire. Here comes Stray Cat, splitting rivals and coming on now. 100 yards to go. Stray Cat inside. Emperor Valerian fighting hard in second. DM streaking through fire outside in third. Trying to come back is Emperor Valerian. These 3 on the line. Bobby Noses in the Red Cell Remington Distance Challenge 3-way photo for the win.
Stray Cat under jockey Cody Jensen shoots through horses at the top of the stretch and prevails at the wire in the Grade 3 event, defeating Grade 1 winner DM Streaking Through Fire and champion distance horse Passamaquoddy in the process. Now moving on to Los Alamitos Racecourse in California, July 7th of 2013, and an allowance event going the classic distance of 440 yards.
And away they go. And a zoom to the top. Got off to a good start. Mr. Michael Ambush Alley's running a strong race, and so is Stray Cat to the extreme outside. In fact, Stray Cat running best of all at this point past the 8th pole, but Mr. Michael is closing in, and here's Holden Perry with a big run from down along the inside, and Holden Perry is closing in ferociously down along the inside. Holden Perry, Stray Cat, and a head bob. Hard to separate those two. Back in third, Mr. Michael, but a photo for the win between Holden Perry and Stray Cat.
Stray Cat scores in the allowance event going 440 yards, showing his versatility with 3 victories at 3 different distances. A bloodline that is graded stakes proven, from one of the greatest thoroughbred sires on the top and one of the greatest quarter horse bloodlines on the bottom side. Stray Cat.